The question I like asking myself is not, will this decision get me to the promised land, but will it get me closer? And if it does, I make the decision. Because if you think about it, the likelihood that this one decision will be the thing that's going to change your life forever is very unlikely. What's good, everyone? Welcome back to another episode of the What's Next podcast with myself, Dominic Speer, and it's episode 9. And in today's episode, I want to talk about making decisions. Most people suck. Most people are awful at making decisions. How do I know this? Because I used to be there. I myself used to be awful at making decisions, and it was one of the biggest reasons why my life wasn't changing. Now, reality is that we are where we are based on the decisions we've made up until this point. And that is why making the right decisions that will move you in the right direction in your life is crucial. And in today's episode, I want to talk about exactly that. How I make decisions to mitigate the downside so I can move in the direction that I want to move in and ultimately change my life. Because we are one decision away from changing our lives forever. Let's dive right in. So, the framework I think through is, first of all, before I make a decision, I need to have all the information that I need. We often think that we need more time. Reality is we just need all the information, or we need more clarity. And in order to get more clarity, we need all the information. Now, once I have all the information, there's 3 things I think through. Number 1, potential downside. Number 2, possibility or likelihood of that happening. And then number 3 is the potential upside. Now, let's, for example, take a decision, right? And a decision is, should I start creating content or not? Now, or should I chase my dream of becoming a content creator or not? Because I know a lot of people want to, but they struggle with certain beliefs or limiting beliefs, right? So what I think through is, what's the potential downside, first of all? The potential downside of me creating content is that I'm absolutely shit. People are going to laugh at me and my reputation is going to be ruined. Now, what's the probability of that happening given I show up, I study content, I do what I need to? Probably not that high. Now, here's the thing. What's the potential upside? The potential upside is that I could live my dream, become a content creator, help millions of people change lives, and do the thing I really want to do. Now, does the potential upside outweigh the potential downside? In this case, for me, any day of the week. So again, those are the 3 things I think through. Potential downside, probability of that happening, and then potential upside. And if the potential upside outweighs the potential downside, then I make the decision or I do the thing. Another example would be, let's say it was a really long day and you don't feel like cooking, and you and your girlfriend, you want to go to a restaurant, and it's a Friday night, it's busy, most people have already made reservations and you probably won't find anything. So you search, okay, you love sushi, now you search sushi restaurants. You've never really been to the sushi restaurant that you're about to search because the one you normally go to is taken because it's a Friday evening, right? So you search and you find that sushi restaurant. Now you first, as I said, you gather all the information. So you look at the reviews, you look at the pictures, you look at the menu. Now, once you have all the information to have clarity, what you do is you think through, okay, worst case scenario of us going there, probability of that happening, and then possible upside, right? So the possible downside would be that we go there and the sushi tastes awful and we get food poisoning, which will probably not happen. But again, okay, let's go worst case. And we actually find out that it's not the restaurant we ever want to go to. So again, which would be a good thing because in the future we could eliminate that. Now, what's the probability of that happening based on the reviews, based on the menus, based on the location? That's then what I have to evaluate in that situation. But I'm assuming based on what I would pick, probably not that high that these things would occur. Now, what's the potential upside? The potential upside is that I could find the best sushi place I've ever been to, that we've ever been to, and as a result, have the best sushi, right? And go there multiple times, increase my experience on what sushi tastes like. Now, that is the potential upside. Now, in this case, does the potential upside outweigh the potential downside? In my opinion, any day of the week. So I make the decision. Now, again, that is how I make decisions. Take it as you want. However, this has changed my life dramatically, and it has guided me in the right direction. So again, the things to think through are, okay, let me get all the information. I don't need more time, I just need more clarity. And in order to get more clarity, I need more information. Once I have all the information that I need, I think of, okay, what's the downside? Can I live with the downside? What's the possibility of that happening? And then what's the potential upside? If I can live with the downside and the potential upside dramatically outweighs the potential downside, I make the decision. Because a final thing I want to end off this podcast with is just this fallacy that we need to make the perfect decision, right? Because as humans, we don't like being wrong, and it makes sense. Now, the question I like asking myself is not, will this decision get me to the promised land, but will it get me closer? And if it does, I make the decision. Because if you think about it, the likelihood that this one decision will be the thing that's going to change your life forever is very unlikely. So the way I make decisions is, will it get me closer or further from the thing I want to achieve or the direction I want to go into? If it gets me closer, I make the decision. Think of it like a bridge. You build brick by brick to build that bridge and get to the other side. Now, it's not going to just build the bridge, right? You just place the bridge. You're actually going to have the separate bricks in order to build the bridge. And the same way you want to think of decisions. Every decision you make is a brick you add to that bridge. So it's not, will it get me what I want, but will it get me closer? Is it another brick to build that bridge to get me to the other side? Now, that is how I make decisions, and having these heuristics, which are, by the way, something I learned. Heuristics are mental shortcuts to make decisions and solve problems. Something I learned. But it's very important to have these frameworks to make decisions so you can shortcut that time span where you make the decision and actually move in the right direction. I hope you found this valuable, and I'll see you guys in the next episode. Let's do it.